Hi everyone. I'm just going to give you an overview of the citizenship story, the first piece of this larger project in this survey. So in a couple of videos. So this first part is about the subject of your citizenship story. So in a way, this is kind of like the most important part because you're determining what your research focus is going to be for this project. So at this point, I hope you have in mind either one, an individual person, so somebody specific that you're interested in contextualizing their story, going into a little bit more detail about their experiences of citizenship. So this could mean, an immigration story or an attempt to access citizenship and inability to get there. Or it could be a story of somebody who was born in the United States as a US citizen and their experience of, what it means to live as a citizen in their shoes. So you could interpret things like race, gender, class, their, ethnic background, ability to access certain services, their military service, so many things. Basically everything that we've talked about so far, you could sort of see an angle into how you could analyze somebody's experience with citizenship. So it could be an individual person. It could be right now a segment of the population that you're interested in, but maybe you don't have a specific person's name. So say you're really interested in Black women in the 1950s and how they negotiated the boundaries of citizenship and how they accessed voting rights and their experience with civil rights activism. That's fine. If you want to have that initial group as your, if you want to have that group as your initial understanding of the subject, that's fine with me. Or on the other angle, if you really know that you want to focus on, say, the rights of people in overseas territories in, the early 20th century, that you could start with something like that. So you don't have a particular person in mind, but you have that general group. That's fine with me. If you wanted to look at something like specific as voting rights in the mid 20th century or violence, that's okay. So having a general theme it works fine, and then you'll be sort of narrowing that down and hopefully finding some individuals' stories and anecdotes in your actual research.